What's up, everybody, and welcome in. Massive morning in the Premier League. We'll get to all the games of note. Rob Dawson will be joining us momentarily from Old Trafford, but for right now, Stevie Nicol joins us. Stevie, Chelsea continue their dominance at Turf Moor, 8 wins and a draw in 9 visits there in the Premier League. They concede first, but finish with 4 goals on the trot. What's your level of confidence that Chelsea can use, I guess, a result like this to get some footing and start climbing the ladder to where they want to be at season's end, that top 4 to top 6 range?
Wow, a level of confidence. I'm not quite sure I trust Chelsea yet, as far as the final third, to be honest. Yes, they went behind against the run of play, in my opinion. I think from start to finish, Chelsea were the better side. But, of course, the old problem that they've had, they can't put the ball in the net. And eventually, they got the just rewards, but they had to rely on a little bit of lady luck as well in that final third. The first one being an own goal. It's a deflection off the defender. Second one's a penalty, albeit a stone wall penalty for me. A penalty or a free kick on Sterling, who no question was Chelsea's best player, absolutely the man of the match. And then, of course, when you go 2-1 up, it completely changes it. So when Chelsea get in the final third from then on, you can see they're a little more relaxed. The head becomes clearer. They make better choices. I mean, Cole Palmer with a lovely little ball to Nicholas Jackson, who has a couple of touches, dances on it and puts it in the net. I mean, how many times have we said that this season? So a deserved victory. Eventually they got it right in the final third. But again, you got to say a little bit of lady luck helped them along the way.
Yeah, consistent appearance by Lady Luck, but a consistent hand from Raheem Sterling in each of those. He was the one who had the cross that led to the own goal. He won the penalty, scored the third, and then had the hockey assist on the fourth. He had that run that set up Palmer, who laid it off perfectly to Jackson. Yeah. Clear man of the match, 15 goals and 4 assists now in his last 18 matches against newly promoted sides. Stevie, those are stats. Watching him as a longtime footballer yourself, what stood out from Raheem Sterling to spark this Chelsea comeback?
Oh, I think it's pretty straightforward. What's sparking this? Not getting picked for England. I mean, it's one thing not to be picked. It's another thing when it's all over the papers, it's all over the media, and quite frankly, from a player's point of view, it's a little bit embarrassing, particularly when you were not just a regular in the England squad, but an absolute regular starter for your country. So that absolutely fueled his flame, and he produced today what I'm sure Gareth Southgate was watching and thinking, oh, I wish I had a bit of that available in the coming internationals.
Stevie, the last 26 Premier League matches in which Chelsea had conceded, they'd only won 2. It was clean sheets or dropped points for them. You touched on Lady Luck being on their side, but is there any level of them being able to build on perhaps getting a couple fortuitous bounces heading into their next upcoming Premier League fixtures, the next of which 2 weekends from now at home against Arsenal?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm talking about Lady Luck, and because that's the truth. That kick started Chelsea today, but the truth is that they are dominating games. They are outpossessing teams. And if they can turn this 4-goal journey away from home into some consistent journeys away from home and scoring goals, then absolutely. So, yeah, you 100% build on a 4-1 win away from home. The truth of the matter is it's against a Burnley side who, no question, are going to be in the relegation battle. But you know what? If you're Chelsea, who cares? It's an opportunity to build confidence and get on a roll. And there's no question that on the way home tonight, both the team and Pochettino will be pleased and they'll be looking forward to the next game. That's not something that Chelsea players, fans, whatever, anybody connected with Chelsea have been able to say for a long time. They're looking forward to the next time they step on the field because all of a sudden they feel confident, they feel buoyed by the scoreline and certainly by the performance. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of positives. But again, the truth is Lady Luck kick-started it. But you know what? That's happened to teams before, and they've taken advantage of it. So why shouldn't Chelsea?
And Stevie, before we move on, a quick question on Burnley. You mentioned how they've been struggling. Now no points through 5 home matches to begin their Premier League return. Vincent Kompany, the manager there. What do they need to do to get out of this bottom 3? There's a lot of time left, but the run of form at home has been abysmal.
Listen, people always talk about titles are built on defence. Well, I'll tell you what, relegation battles can be avoided by defence. You know, if they can stop conceding goals, then it means that you only need 1 to win a game. I mean, that's the basic nuts and bolts of it. If you're giving goals away, you can't expect to win games all the time, outscoring or having to score 3 or 4 or 5, whatever it may be. You have to keep clean sheets. And that's not easy in the Premier League. Most teams attacking wise get after it big time, and so Burnley are going to have to sort something out. And Vincent Kompany should be the man that can certainly coach his players as far as defending is concerned. But again, the problem he has is that he's not on the field, and he has to rely on his defenders producing. And so far, they haven't been producing, particularly today.